Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It's a wonderful day here at Goldshaw Farm. We should have a nice warm day, lots of sun, no rain. It's kind of early this morning. I just finished letting out the birds. I actually have the quacking in a different spot than usual today. They are patrolling the garden. We've been having so much rain and just a lot of problems with slugs. Figured it'd be good to let these guys just come out and do their thing around here. Yeah, we've got most of the garden planted, but I don't know, things aren't looking great this year. I don't know if it's the weather, if we've got to change the soil situation. There's some weird coloring, so I'm wondering if that might be part of the problem. Actually, even my prize find right here is our CBD hemp plants. I bought a couple seedlings at the nursery. They were just selling them, and even they're not doing all that well right now. So given all the challenges, I'm hoping the ducks can help turn things around. In terms of other progress that we have going on here at the farm, here's my wild apple tree orchard here. So if you guys remember, I took all that cider pulp and mashed it up and spread it out. And we are getting a ridiculous amount of apple seedlings here. Kind of cool. Also, right next to where I have the wild apple seedlings, I'm also gonna plant a whole bunch of chestnut and black locust right here, just as a way to get them all established. You guys might remember that video where I showed you how I was sprouting and setting the chestnut seedlings. Well, let's go check on those next, huh? So here are most of the chestnut seedlings. You can see they're really starting to spring up. Some nice stems going here. They are just about ready to be planted. Got about 200 seedlings in total, all ready to go. I'm pretty excited. I've been trying to kill off the grass with that landscape fabric you saw back there, just so it's ready that I can just dig this up and drop these guys in there, and then drop some wood mulch around it. The other thing I'm really excited about is this. Oh, look in here. So see, these are all black locust seed pods. You can see them, right? So see. So if you look, right, black locust tree grows in a little pod like that, and you see right here, the seed itself looks like that. So they all sit in this pod. I've got a ton of these pods, and I have a really easy way for both getting them out of the pods as well as figuring out a way to get them to sprout. And you guys are interested in seeing that, I'm gonna put up a little poll. Let me know if you want to see me make that video. But I'm definitely gonna be sprouting these guys out pretty soon. I just don't know if you guys will find it boring or not. So as far as the goslings go, they're doing really well too. I've been moving them on a regular basis. I've now moved them to the point where I'm just a little bit too far from the current extension cord, but they don't seem like they need it. So I've been just letting them hang out free and clear, letting them graze things down, doing their thing. Hey, geeslings. It's amazing to see how much they tear into this. This was completely tall grass, kind of like what you see back there yesterday. I put them out here for the afternoon. They weren't even out here for a full day. And then they've been out here probably about an hour this morning, and they are doing just a great job eating down this grass. I've noticed this one is kind of a little funky one. I'm not sure what this one's deal is. I think it's a she. I think she's a female pilgrim, but she's like a light brown color compared to all the other female pilgrims who are gray. So that's a little bit bigger than the other female pilgrims. So the really big ones, like this tall guy right here, those are the Emden geese. The other ones though, the smaller ones, so the smaller white ones like this guy up front, that's a pilgrim. So that's a male pilgrim right there. And then the gray ones, and you can see all those little gray ones, those are the female pilgrims. They're one of those breeds that's like a heritage breed that's kind of gone out of style. I think I'm going to carry a few of them forward for next year to help breed. I think it's really good to support kind of like a rare breed like that. You guys may or may not be able to see this on camera, but I'm still getting completely swarmed by these little tiny flies. Here in Vermont, and I know Vermont's not the only place that has them, we have what are known as black flies. They are, I don't know, the only way I can describe them is like a hybrid between a gnat and a mosquito that leaves a bite that feels like a horsefly bite. Like it really hurts, and it leaves these big scratchy welts. Like right now, if you look, I am covered in welts like this all over my body. I'm like itching constantly.
I don't do drugs. What y'all tell them? What y'all tell them?
Really bad. And I know I'm not alone.
For 17 years, this community honored the bug that drives them crazy.
We have it really bad because the black flies, and I think there's actually 4 different species of black fly here in Vermont. They like running water and they like the woods. And since we live right by a large brook in the woods, right by our cedar swamp, and we've got tons and tons of forest all around here, we're just like the perfect breeding ground for these things, and it's kind of horrible. The only real solution is to cover yourself head to toe in clothing and wear like a mosquito net.
The goggles help with the flies. I look like a fly and they leave me alone.
I usually do it. I don't have it on right now because I feel like it's stupid to try to shoot a video while wearing a mosquito net. It just looks kind of ridiculous. All right, this isn't the best shot in the world, but you can see it right here in between my 2 fingers. Like I said, it kind of looks like a gnat slash fly. They're horrible. So just be forewarned, if you ever come to Vermont between like Memorial Day and the 4th of July, we have these black flies that are kind of awful. These geese, man, they poop like you wouldn't believe. Like, look at this. Look at these fresh laid goose turds. Some good fertilizer right there. And then as far as the baby ducklings go, they're doing pretty good. Isn't that right, little ducklings? Here's our little weird one. So in terms of the fluff problem, I'm not all that worried about her. But she actually had a little scary incident. I don't know if you can see it, like on her back, she has like a couple little cuts. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Or boy, I think, I don't know. You can see it sort of right there on the wing, and then on her back, she's got some cuts. So because these are baby ducklings, you know, I check on them pretty regularly. And the other afternoon I came in here and it was a weird scene. Like she was lying on her back, flapping around and freaking out, kind of right over there by the heat lamp. And like had pushed all the wood shavings away. The other ducklings were kind of scared by her, and I came in and I flipped her over. It seemed like she tipped herself up on her back and couldn't get herself set right again. It was kind of scary, and she ended up rubbing, I think, against the concrete floor and making those cuts.
This is my little buddy, my little bestie.
These are most definitely still Allison's ducks. And now in terms of my day, still got my work cut out for me. I have to finish building this 3rd chicken tractor for the geese. And I have to finish building a little mobile duck house for Allison's ducklings. I'm going with the slightly smaller A-frame model here. It'll be a combination of some of this sheet metal roofing as well as hardware cloth. Something light, easy that we can set like around here or over in the garden, but then at the same time we don't have to keep it in the same spot forever, so we can keep them on roughly clean area. So let's start building, huh? Oh, Lil. Allison's gonna be so annoyed. You just don't even care, do you?
Morgan,
What you doing?
bath time is not working out for the babes.
Yeah.
And the ducks see the fresh water and they're all about it. And this one was like so scared he wanted to be picked up.
Where's the other ones?
What other ones? Underneath me?
Oh.
I'm like Mama Duck here. Right under my tush. They followed me around too. Yeah, Morgan, they're gonna make you feel like you're the worst person in the world trying to get them in the water. Yes, honey. Yes.
You don't like that, huh?
Why would you think the baby ducks would want to be in water, Morgan?
Oop. Mundungus is seeing him.
Excuse me, Mundungus. Don't harass my babies.
It's okay, Mundungus.
You guys are safe. Excuse me, you guys. What are you doing?
Hey.
Look at that! Look at Duckling! Duckling's chasing the other ones. Do you see that?
Yeah, that was hysterical. You're the boldest one of all.
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
You're very brave.
Uh-oh.
What?
We have more problems.
Oh gosh. Hobbs, don't come bothering everyone. Come on. You okay?
Back to work, fool!
Fortunately, the weather just took a pretty nasty turn. Let me duck in here just so the wind's not so bad. So yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have a storm in a couple of minutes here, and so I've got to get the goslings inside, and I've got to get the tools inside. I'm very close to finishing the goose tractor, chicken tractor. I haven't made as much progress on the little duck coop. That is what it is.